You want to start a YouTube channel, huh? The biggest thing is just start. Make sure that whatever you do, before you even watch any more of this video, just start. What's up, YouTube? So welcome again. I want to give you guys 5 tips to what you guys need to be doing before you start YouTube. These are must-knows that I wish I would have known before I started. I wish they would have all been in one video, and it would have saved me so much time. So much time. So the biggest thing is have an editing software. That's your first one. Have editing software that you're going to use, that you're going to know, and that you're going to be familiar with. Once you have your editing software, get kind of used to it, okay? Because you're going to have to do a lot of editing with it and playing around with it. So the best thing you can do is know it well. You need a thumbnail. With that thumbnail, take pictures, okay? Take pictures. Don't just take them from your camera. Don't rely on the video content that you made and say, oh, I could just take screenshots and portions of it, because you can't. Actually, the video quality of it is not as good as if you actually grab a phone, which phone nowadays are just wonderful, and take your own picture to use it for your thumbnails. So that's going to be your first one. Your video editing software with your thumbnails. That's your first tip. That's something that I wish I would have known. Second, when you're going to go out and make videos, go ahead and kind of have an idea set. What am I going to make this video on? And a little bit of what I'm going to say, maybe some phrases, maybe some tips, some things that I'm going to talk about. Have those ready beforehand so that you can go on and deliver that message across fully and very well spoken. The reason I say that is because most attention span for people is kind of short. Tip number 3 is going to be timing. So a little bit of what I was saying earlier goes into that, your timing, and limit yourself. Okay, do I want my videos all to be 5 minutes long? Do I want them all to be 10 minutes long? And is that my max? Okay, always have a max in mind. So you don't want 20, 30 hour long videos, because, well, it's hard to sit down and watch those in one sitting. But things like a 5-minute video or 7, 10-minute video even, those are good timings. Anybody that has a decent enough lunch break, perhaps, can sit down and watch your video for 5 or 10 minutes. And they're very easy to go through. It's something that you can maintain the attention of your viewers for that amount of time. Anything past that, I think it probably gets a little gray, unless you have a lot of good content or a lot of good, hype moments that keeps a person like, oh, I got to save this video and watch the rest of it, at a later time. Those are things that you do want to factor in. So I would say probably limit it from 5, 7, or 10 minutes. I think those are very good times. This is tip number 4, consistency. So let's go back and say, so tip number 1 is your editing software, and I'm going to incorporate your thumbnails in with that one. So take pictures. Anytime that you're going to go out or review a certain thing, or in the place that you're going to be around, take pictures of that general area or that specialty or niche that you're doing to be able to incorporate a good thumbnail for YouTube. With that is your editing software, because you're editing everything. So for pictures, edit your clarity, your colors, all that kind of thing. And at the same time, know your video editing software so that it's a good flowing video and not just choppy. Second tip was your ideas or phrases, because you want to incorporate those. Okay, those are big. Those are key points that you want to focus on. Third tip was timing. Make sure that your time frame is a good time frame and that you don't want to go too far past that time. You don't want to make your videos too long, but at the same time, you don't want to make them too short either. If you want to make really short videos, there's other places you can go, like TikTok or Instagram, and make them a lot shorter. Fourth is consistency. And what I was saying with consistency, the biggest thing with that is how often are you going to upload videos, and how consistently are you going to be looking at your viewers? If people know that every Friday you upload, they might be making time for you and making time for the video that you're going to upload on a Friday. So select a day of the week, or maybe if you're more active than one video weekly, then do maybe every 2 days or every 3 days, or pick some days depending how many videos you want to upload a week and how much time you have to do all that. Definitely pick some days and have that constant, have that consistency with it. Do it all the time, the same time, every single time you upload, and that'll help you a lot, because it'll get people to really look forward to those times and those days to when you're uploading. Last must know that I'll give you is to promote yourself. It's kind of hard. So if you're just starting off, YouTube is kind of a saturated place that a lot of people are getting into, and let's face it, there's already a lot of YouTubers out there. So in order to get you well known or to get you well recognized, you need to promote your name out there to as many places as you can. A lot of things were promoted like with social media. So a big thing that I was told was to use social media to kind of get your name out there. Even Instagram, if you don't use the right hashtags, it's hard to get followers too right now. So my Instagram only has 200 followers, and I post probably, like I said in my previous videos, 2 to 3 times a week or so, at least. When I get pretty active or pretty happy and hyper with it, I go up to as much as 6 times a week. However, I haven't yielded a lot of income of followers on Instagram yet, although I have yielded some views on my particular pictures. But even for YouTube, you need subscribers, you need those followings in order to continue to grow. So I really push hard to use that as free material that you can get, and that's your social media, and it's all free. It's just incorporating the time that you have to develop those things and to grow them. The more you grow in certain areas, the more that you can promote your YouTube from those other places, kind of like Facebook, Twitter, you know, Snapchat even is another one, Instagram, or even TikTok, which is pretty new right now. So those are good things to use in order to get your YouTube name out there. Because otherwise, if you're just relying on your YouTube to make it, or have one video that just goes viral and everybody's going to share it and come and subscribe and follow your channel, the odds of that happening are not that high. And you know, I thought I did all these key points in one of my videos that I did very great on, and the following just isn't there quite yet. You know, I thought it was going to be, it was a good moment to talk about what I talked about. It was a good video that I developed with good qualities. The timing of the video was perfect. It was all very thought out, and even then, it still doesn't have as many views as I wish it did. Of course, the video was posted not that long ago, but I just thought personally, for 2 weeks time of it being up, it was going to have a little bit more of a following. So that being the case, the best thing you can do is really promote yourself and get growth on different platforms so that they all come back and promote your YouTube. Talk to others about your YouTube channel. The next one is a freebie here that I will incorporate with social media, and that's public people around you. So your friends, your family, things of that nature. Those are going to be very, very big points. And even people that you meet around the things that you're doing. So for instance, I'll give you an example. I went out fishing this morning. I saw somebody that was out fishing that looked very intrigued by it, kind of was looking at my GoPro because I was recording. He didn't ask, it was a younger gentleman, didn't ask about it, but he just kept eyeing my equipment. And so then, I tried to make a friendly conversation here and there, all social distancing. So remember to keep that in mind, social distance, okay? That's still big. So from, about 10 feet or so, we were talking, and it just so happened that I told him, I have a YouTube channel. If you don't mind and you care to go check it out, go ahead. I gave him the name of my YouTube channel. I gave him the name of my Instagram, and I said, go follow me, shoot me a DM. We can talk, we can always try to get up and go fish together again some other time. So it was just a local. But these locals, where I'm going with that is things are opening up here in Illinois, right? So we're in a bigger phase now to where social distancing is still there, but it's a little bit lesser. So retail places are opening, restaurants are opening, and that gets people right now to be together and want to talk, because we haven't been doing that. So guess what? The biggest thing right now is any word of mouth. Word of mouth used to be the biggest way to get your name out there, perhaps in the past. Now social media could be it, but again, we're going to a different phase right now where, again, public word of mouth is going to be great. It's going to be crucial because people have things to talk about. People want things to talk about. And if they just remember meeting you or talking to you, and you're able to come up in a talk with somebody else, that talk's going to grow. Okay. And what better thing to have some followers that are here, that are locals, that can keep getting your name out there, grow from here, only to keep expanding out. You could use any kind of promotion that you could take at this point, especially when you're very early on as a young channel or as a new channel or a small channel, if you want to call it that. So take these key pieces that I'm giving you, and whatever you do, just start. Just start. Don't be shy. Make good content. To make thought out content, very well planned out, and deliver your message across in a very clear and concise manner. Doing so, I think, would earn a great following, and more than anything, you would earn people that are going to be very interested in the things that you're doing and are going to want to be devoted to that are going to want to comment, that are going to want to be interactive with you. And ultimately, those are the best followers, and that's what I'm looking for. So I hope this video helps you. I hope these tips were good. Let me know, comment in the sections below how they have helped, and if you think that I missed something, or if you have any questions, if you think there's something else that you would want to know, go ahead and put that down below in the comments, and I would gladly try to touch base on it or talk to you guys about it and answer you, whether it's in a reply in a comment or whether that's on my Instagram. So get out there, get recording, start your YouTube, and like I said, just get motivated and start. Don't let nothing hold you back. Let me know how you guys do with your growth, and hopefully some of you become very, very successful. Fishin Dood is out with another YouTube tips. Out.